welcome to another training on Wednesday with Carla. And I'd like to welcome those who are new. At this point, you should have a good sense of the nutrition side of things when it comes to weight loss. We talked about that past few weeks ago, and I've touched base on the nutrition side of weight loss. And you should by now have a good sense of how much you need to eat, what to eat, and how to track what you eat to maximize your fat loss. That was last week's training. If you haven't seen that, just DM me and let me know. Today's training is all going to be about exercise. As you can tell by the title, it's how to exercise to maximize your fat loss. This week, it's all about exercise, and we'll start off again with what could be the biggest mistake that most people make that keeps them from getting the body that you want, that you're wanting to have. If you guys have any ideas what it could be, any guesses, please let us know in the comments. Say hi so I can say hi back. I try to get back to all of the comments in my posts and videos. Let me know. So what is it you think that is the biggest mistake that's sabotaging your results when it comes to exercise? And you're ready for the answer. Okay, I'm gonna give you the answer right now. And most of the time, this is from personal experience. I've done this before, and it's also from all the people that I've worked with, I've helped with in terms of losing weight and getting their fitness together. And that number one mistake is putting too much focus on cardio, especially for all the ladies. That's what I noticed. For the men out there, they're really more into big muscles and lifting weights, heavy lifting and stuff. So we really don't see that much issue on that with men, but mostly females, they tend to gravitate towards cardio for some reason. So there's nothing wrong with cardio, okay? I'm just gonna say it out there. There's nothing wrong with cardio. I have nothing against cardio. Cardio has tons of health benefits for the health benefits that'll give you, and it's a great way to burn calories, don't get me wrong, but too much of it, anything in excess, even cardio, even if you think, oh, it's good exercise, it's exercise, so it must be good for your body, so I should do more of it, right? Wrong. Too much cardio may actually be detrimental for you. You may end up losing muscles too when you do too much of it. This is going to be my bold claim, my tough love, and a bold statement that I'm going to make today. I want you to know that the absolute best exercise for fat loss, it's not cardio, as much as popular opinion has, probably most of you you think it's cardio. It's not cardio. The best exercise for fat loss exercise routine is strength training. Okay, so your routine should center around strength training exercises, because I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you the benefits of lifting and having muscles. So we can bust the myth of a lot of women are scared of getting bulky or too big. Number one, that's not going to happen. It's going to be tough to do that. We don't have enough testosterone for us to get bulky, no matter how heavy we lift or work out or strength train. I'm going to bust that myth. That is not true. You must have heard that already. And I'm going to tell you the benefits of lifting and having muscles. Number one, if you maintain and build muscles, you're going to be losing fat, even in a calorie deficit. If you don't know what a calorie deficit is, that's the number one factor that contributes to your weight loss, and I talked about that before in my previous training if you haven't watched that training. But if you lift weights, you're going to build muscles and lose fat at the same time, even in a calorie deficit. And if you lift weights and you build muscles, it's going to make you stronger. That's a very good non-scale victory that we want to aim for, because we're not just focusing on the number on the scale, right? The number three, you're going to look leaner. Muscles are the ones that give you that desired shape. I'm pretty sure all of you have that goal or desire or want that look of being toned up. I hear that from a lot of ladies. How can you give me tips on how to tone up? I just want to have that toned up look. Give me exercise on how to tone up. That's what it is. In order to achieve that toned up look, you're gonna have to build lean muscles. The muscles are the ones that are gonna give your body the shape that you want, and stripping off the fat, the excess fat that covers it, that's the one that's going to show it off. That's the one that's going to show off your muscles, and that's going to show off your curves that you build when you build your muscles. And then the last one, the benefit of lifting weights and having muscles, is that it's going to help you maintain faster metabolism. So if you want to lose weight, that's the reason why I think that your main focus in exercise is strength training. Is because if you strength train, you build muscles, and it burns a lot of calories and helps you increase your metabolism. And things to remember, if I haven't convinced you enough to turn into team weights, for those of you that are wanting to get into strength training, I want you to remember these 4 things as well. So make sure you have to be careful. And I think that's the main reason why women gravitate towards cardio. It's because it's easier to do. You just hop on the treadmill, do whatever you need to do with the machine for as long as you want, and you're done. You sweat it out and you're done. And I think it's easier for us to just do that. But when it comes to strength training, it's going to require a lot more thinking and a lot more planning, because you have to make sure you're doing the right exercises. Okay, and you also have to make sure you're doing them in the right order. So there are strength training programs out there. If you guys have seen one and if you follow one, they are arranged the way they are for a reason. They're not just thrown out there to make you do things. It's there placed strategically in the right order to help you maximize your training so you can get the most out of your training. And you also have to know the right amount of repetition, how much of that exercise movement you need to do per set. And of course, the most important thing when it comes to strength training is safety. You have to have the proper form. You have to make sure it's always quality over quantity. Try to have proper form for every move, or else you're going to risk injuring yourself, and we don't want that to happen. So my main point here that I want you to take away from this video is that strength training will give you the more bang for your buck than cardio does. Cardio can be used as a side thing because of the health and benefits that it does bring for your heart, your cardiovascular system and such. It could be a supplement for fat burning because it does burn calories still, but it shouldn't be the main thing. I want you guys to focus on strength training. Muscles are beautiful, ladies. It's not going to make you look manly, or it's not gonna help, unless that's the look you're trying to achieve for. Everyone has their own thing. I know some women who wants to really get bigger, and that's their goal, and that's their thing. But a lot of women as well, I see that they're scared that might happen to them, and that's not gonna happen. So after all of what I said, how do you guys feel about this? Let me know. Do you feel relieved that strength training is more of the focus and less on cardio? For those of you that hate cardio like I do, please raise your hand in the comments below. Do you guys, or do you ladies feel relieved that you don't really have to do that much cardio? I do. When I first learned about this a long time ago, I was so relieved because I hate cardio to my core. If you guys have seen any of my previous training or videos, I really detest cardio and avoid it as much as I can. And I was so happy when I found out that, actually also disappointed that I wasted all that time and energy, hours and hours put into cardio, doing something I hate, only to find out that it's not really necessary to be spending 1 to 2 hours of cardio daily in the gym. You might be asking, what about cardio? What do I do with the cardio? I've bashed cardio enough in this video. But what do you do with the cardio? I'm gonna say it again. Cardio is still important and you should still do it, but instead of aiming to do cardio, have a formal routine to do cardio, I want you guys to focus more on being active. Because that's the same thing. You don't really need to do those high intensity interval training every day. You can do that sporadically, bare minimum, maybe 2 to 3 times a week for 20 minutes if you want. But too much of HIIT training is just too taxing for the nervous system and it's not good. But if you're someone who really hates cardio and it's not your jam, and I want you to focus on just being more active, just add more daily activities into your life. And I'm going to give you some tips or ways that you can stay active and how you can incorporate more activities so that you're getting that cardio without even feeling like you're doing cardio on a treadmill, even without sweating buckets and buckets of sweat. Number one, daily steps. Steps are a great way to get in, to increase your activity levels every day. Steps, we do it, humans do it, it's a normal activity that we do, and you don't really need to add that much effort. It's good to target around 8 to 12,000 steps a day. If you're just beginning, I wouldn't want to do it cold turkey and just do 10,000 steps a day. You're going to burn yourself out. Maybe start with 7,000, 7K, and then work yourself up weekly, up to 10, up to 12. That's good enough. Steps is really good. It's my way to meditate, actually. Sometimes when I go outside, I love going outdoors, enjoying the sun, especially around this weather, this season, spring. And that's when I do all my thinking and my meditating. At the same time, I'm enjoying the outdoors, I'm getting my steps in, I'm getting my activities in. The next way to be active is just making more activity-minded decisions every day. And what I mean by that is you just make more conscious effort to add mundane activities like taking the stairs. Instead of taking the elevators, I would take the stairs. Sometimes I would park really far when I go to the groceries, like purposely park really far in the back lot or something, so I have to walk to the grocery and back to my car. And if you're working in the office, you could walk around the office during your break. You know, you can do Pomodoro technique. Maybe after 25 minutes of good focused work, you can take a break for 10 minutes and take your steps. And my least favorite part, but it is very productive because I get a lot of things done, is doing chores. Believe it or not, these things that we do with our hands, it counts. It burns calories. The fidgeting, the movements that we do, even when I talk and I move my hands, that burns calories. And little things, chores that you do at home when you fold the clothes. I'm pointing over here because I have, if you can see, I have piles and piles of laundry over there that needs to be done. That burns calories. And not only I'm finishing up my laundry, washing the dishes, cleaning the house, I'm also burning my calories. If you have a tracker like an Apple Watch or a Fitbit, you would see your steps go up. And it does count. You are not cheating your way into it, okay? It does count because what I said, there's this thing called NEAT. It means that all the basic movements, mundane movements, your steps, anything, the way you fidget, the way you move, those things are non-exercise activities that still contribute to burning calories, which equals to weight loss. So the more you move, the more it's going to help you burn calories. So if you guys are at the beginning stages, you're beginners and you don't know what to do, you're clueless on what you need to do, and you want to start strength training and you don't have a routine in place, you have no idea where to start, just let me know in the comments below and I'll hook you up, okay? I'll give you a basic routine. I'm gonna keep it simple with the minimum equipment possible because I know not a lot of us go to the gym or have gym memberships. All you're gonna need is probably like dumbbells, or which if you don't have, you can get creative and use something like around the house. So let me know if you need that. And before I leave, I just want to know how many of you ladies are team weights, how many of you ladies are team cardio, how many of you did I convert today from cardio to weights? Let me know. Hashtag team weights, hashtag team cardio. And that's it for now. Good luck, guys, on your journey. If you need anything, I'm here. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.